4 tonight, special teams coach Mike Creeper will take the reins of the Vikings, who are set to face the super rookie, Dak Prescott, and the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Heather Cox. You go back to last year, Tony Romo got hurt the second week of the season for the Cowboys. Roof caved in. They wound up 4-12. This year, Romo got hurt in preseason, but everything has gone almost perfectly, thanks mainly to the rookies Prescott and Zeke Elliott. And right now, this team has won 10 straight, 10-1. The Super Bowl this season will be played in Houston, and the road to that Super Bowl might very well be going through Dallas. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, their season also started with a nightmare beginning. Teddy Bridgewater, their quarterback, was hurt, knee injury in preseason, and he gone for the year. Thus, they had to trade for Sam Bradford from Philadelphia. He comes in. They got off to a great start. They were 5-0, but now they have hit the skids. They have lost 5 of their last 6. They have to go to their bench, in essence, for a head coach tonight, and their season is on the brink. And, Chris, this is something you almost never see, an interim emergency head coach.
It's very strange. And Mike Zimmer is the defensive play caller as well. And George Edwards is the defensive coordinator. He certainly called plays before, but not on 24 hours notice. That's going to be tough.
Well, that Viking defense has been more than fine, but they can't score it. How are they going to put up enough points tonight?
You know, protection has been the big issue for this Vikings offense. But for the Cowboys on defense, they haven't been able to get much pressure either. So maybe Sam Bradford gets a little more time to throw the ball here tonight.
Cowboys, of course, 10-1. This has been a magic carpet ride. So get out the crystal ball. Don't necessarily make a prediction, but what do you see down the future for this team?
Well, let's just say it has been stunning to watch the Cowboys so far this year. Are they ready to win a Super Bowl? That seems to be the question. Well, this environment out here tonight is going to be a heck of a test for these rookies, Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott.
These two teams have played some memorable games in the past. It's the Vikings and the Cowboys. What happens tonight on Thursday Night Football?
Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Verizon. It's always a great gift on Verizon. By Toyota. Let's go places. By Famous Footwear. Every journey begins with a single step forward. And by Corona Extra, who invites you to find your beach.
Every step that I take is a first step.
A leave the world in my wake, unrehearsed step. Taking pride with every stride, as every stumble keeps me humble.
I am fearless.
I am weightless,
I walk on air pursuing greatness.
blazing trails to new frontiers with all my sister pioneers. The me I was left in my tread
The me I love, one step ahead.
Every step that I take
is a step forward.
Hey, Dad. How's it going? Did you see the game on Sunday?
What a catch. I thought there was no way it was going to be
Both feet in bounds.
Who goes for it on 4th down on your own 45? We're going to the playoff. We're going to the playoff. Your mom said hi.
Toyota. Let's go places. It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network.
Yes!
With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. And just for the holidays, get the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge for only $15 per month. No trade-in required.
I love you in that.
No, I love you in that.
No, I love you in that.
Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network only on Verizon.
How do you stay fresh in a world where tastes and priorities are always changing? If you're Subway, you start by removing the artificial preservatives, colors, and flavors from your food. Support hundreds of growers, including many family-run farms. Serve customers 390 million pounds of fresh veggies. Offer packaging that's better for the planet, and use your size and resources to create healthy change around the world. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
Pro Bowl voting has started and every vote counts. Vote today at NFL.com/Pro Bowl. And stream tonight's game and every NFL on NBC game with NBCSports.com and the NBC Sports app.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
And this is Thursday Night Football presented by Bud Light, and we go to the field and Heather Cox. Heather.
Hello, Al. Well, Coach Zimmer was originally scheduled for detached retina surgery on his right eye at 6 a.m. tomorrow. But as he was driving home last night, his vision suddenly got worse, and it was determined it couldn't wait. He'd have to have surgery immediately. That happened at 8 o'clock last night. Now, after a follow-up appointment this morning, Zimmer came to the Vikings facility to address the team. Now he's resting at home. So Zimmer's undergone 2 previous eye surgeries within the last month. So he met with general manager Rick Spielman a few weeks ago to prepare for this potential scenario. So here's the plan that they put together for tonight. Interim offensive coordinator Pat Shurmur continues as the play caller, as he's been doing for the past 4 weeks. Defensive coordinator George Edwards will call the defense, something that Mike Zimmer has done his entire career here. Spielman and Zimmer did determine that special teams coach Mike Prefer would be the best choice for interim head coach because he's been involved with both the offense and the defense as part of his regular duties. And in addition to running the special teams, he will assume all game management decisions tonight, Al.
All right. Thank you, Heather. Meanwhile, there is Adam Zimmer, Mike's son. He's been an assistant coach in the league for 11 years and clearly thinking about Dad, as we all are, wishing Mike a full and speedy recovery. Jason Garrett took over in the middle of the 2010 season. Only Tom Landry, who was there for 29 years, the first 29, has coached the Cowboys longer than has Jason Garrett. So the 10-1 team against the 6-5 team before what will be a raucous crowd at a beautiful new $1.1 billion facility. And off we go week 13 with the Cowboys to get the ball. And this is Lucky Whitehead taking it from the goal line. Back out to the 22-yard line. Minnesota had won the toss. They defer. And here comes Mr. Prescott, Mr. Dak Prescott. 4th round draft choice as we meet the Dallas starters.
Dak Prescott, Mississippi State.
Ezekiel Elliott, the Ohio State.
Dez Bryant, Oklahoma State. Terrence Williams, Baylor.
Cole Beasley, SMU.
Jason Witten, Tennessee.
Tyron Smith, USC. Ronald Leary, University of Memphis.
Travis Frederick, Wisconsin.
Zach Martin, Notre Dame.
Doug Free, Northern Illinois.
Generally regarded as the best offensive line in football. They've got the league's leading rusher to pave the way. And they do just that, and there goes that league's leading rusher for an 11-yard gain as Elliott, the rookie out of Ohio State, he says, keep feeding me, and they've been doing that all season long.
Sometimes I feel like I can circle any of them, but watch Zach Martin on this play just get up on the linebacker and take him back a good 10 yards. It seems like we have seen so many of those runs from Ezekiel Elliott where he's 7, 8, 9 yards down the field without being touched.
And he splits out here, so they go 5 wide. They send him all the way to the left. He's a very decent receiver, and now you've got action on the left side of the line. That's something that you're going to see more than once tonight.
5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Tony Correnti, the penalty is on Tyron Smith, the left tackle, who's picked up a bunch of them this year. And of course, the crowd here will have a lot to do with that all night long. Take a look at those numbers. 18 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions, 4th highest rating in the league, completes more than 2 out of every 3. He looks like a 10-year veteran.
Very patient young quarterback. More than happy to take the checkdowns, more than happy to hand it off.
On 1st and 15, nice clean pocket, and the pass is caught by Dez Bryant up at the 34-yard line. Xavier Rhodes will be matched up on Bryant a lot tonight, makes the tackle.
This is the marquee matchup of this game right here. Dez Bryant going against Xavier Rhodes, the best against the best. And so many times when you watch Dak Prescott throw the ball to Dez Bryant, you'll see it from the neck up. He is just a powerful rebounder, Dez Bryant, going up for the football. And that's where they like to play.
That was a gain of 7. It's 2nd down and 8. And they feed Elliott again, and he gets taken down. That's Sendejo, the safety, coming around, taking him down by the ankle. And we take a look at the Viking starters.
Brian Robinson, University of Texas.
Shamar Stephan, UConn.
Inval Joseph, East Carolina.
Everson Griffin, USC.
Chad Greenway, University of Iowa.
Eric Hendricks, UCLA Bruins. Anthony Barr, University of California, Los Angeles.
Terrence Newman, Kansas State. Andrew Sendejo, Rice University.
Harrison Smith, Notre Dame. Xavier Rhodes, FSU.
Terrence Newman, longtime Cowboy, now 38 years old. Back in the lineup, missing last week. Under pressure, Prescott throws, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Cole Beasley, who has been the Cowboys' #1 receiver this season. Brian Robinson put the pressure on Prescott that time, and Dallas forced the punt.
Yeah, and that is a dream scenario there for the Minnesota Vikings. This offense of the Cowboys has been so hot, and to come out on the first series and make a stand, now you let the crowd get into the ball game.
Chris Jones, the Dallas punter, and the left footer will send one down to the 13-yard line, and backing up is Adam Thielen taking it there. And excellent coverage by the Dallas unit. So Bradford and mates go to work when we come back.
Do you think he gets around so fast? Take the reins this holiday and get the Mercedes-Benz you've always wanted during the winter event. Hurry, offers end soon.
Faded Glory flannel shirts, classic and comfortable fit, $8 each. Save money, live better, Walmart.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network.
Yes!
With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. And just for the holidays, get the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge for only $15 per month. No trade-in required.
I love you in that.
No, I love you in that.
No, I love you in that.
Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network only on Verizon.
Thursday Night Football being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. By Walmart, find gifts, groceries, and more this season. By Verizon, it's always a great gift on Verizon. And by Bose, get closer. 350 original pieces of art, all done by Minnesota artists. It's on display throughout this facility, which has its inaugural this season, and then next year it will end the season with the Super Bowl. Tony Romo in the role of backup quarterback, going over things on the bench with Prescott as Sam Bradford lines up in the shotgun for Minnesota's first play, and Matt Asiata will take it for a gain of about 6. Sam Bradford was going to be the Philadelphia starting quarterback this year. Instead, he winds up here in a trade for 1st and 4th round draft choices after the injury to Bridgewater. He made his Viking debut in a Sunday night game week 2 and looked great. That was his best game of the season against the Green Bay Packers. But that offensive line has been a mess this season. Those guys need name tags. They've had 11 different guys up front, and that's been the issue. Can they protect him? You got Patterson in the backfield flanking him right now. They flare him out. Bradford fires over the middle, and that's caught at the 25-yard line. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, for a Viking first down.
Well, one thing you'll notice from Sam Bradford is because of some of these issues with the offensive line, he is not going to hold this football. He's going to get it out quickly. We just saw the Kansas City Chiefs this past week as well, and Alex Smith is noted as one of the quickest of all time. Well, this is appreciably quicker than that. It's almost as fast release time as I've seen in my days watching the National Football League.
A lot of dink and dunk along the way. And from the 25 on first down, it's a great tackle. That is Damian Wilson, number 57, who penetrates and then pushes Matt Asiata, the complete opposite.
It's amazing when you look at the list, 11 different starters and 3 different starters at each tackle position. I've never even heard of anything like that. And TJ Clemmings, God bless him, he's over there fighting the best he can at that left tackle position, but by no means is it his natural position.
Tony Sperano, the former Miami head coach, and he's the offensive line coach. They've got Pat Shurmur, he was a former head coach. But Prefer's in that role tonight, and Bradford throws and the pass is incomplete. The pressure was put on that time by the Dallas defensive lineman DeMarcus Lawrence, forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd down and 16.
Oh, DeMarcus Lawrence coming back, and he is going to be licking his chops tonight. You can see they are in position to chip on the outside, and they're going to have to do that. Clemmings has had an extremely rough year in pass protection. He's a big physical guy in the run game. But anytime you lose as many tackles as they have, you're going to end up with something other than the optimum playing out there at this point.
3rd and 16 now. Bradford deep in the pocket, throws and finds his man, Adam Thielen, up at the 42-yard line for a 1st down. Thielen has become one of his go-to guys. That's his 46th catch of the season.
Just the trademark cover 2 defense coming in here. But for Adam Thielen, he has been one of those guys that has really stepped up for the Minnesota Vikings this season.
He's a Minnesotan through and through. Raised here, went to Mankato State. Having a real good year. And Bradford's going to launch one deep down the sideline. And that is a flag. The catch by Cordero Patterson at the 27 is good. Anthony Brown, the rookie corner who was burned on Thanksgiving a lot against Washington, but it's going to be an offensive pass interference call to bring it back. So they call it on the Vikings.
Pass interference, offense, number 84, 10-yard penalty, and repeat, 1st down.
Cordero Patterson here, you're going to see this throughout the course of the night. Look how close to the sideline he is. Really gave his quarterback Bradford no time to throw the ball at all. Let's see if there's a push. A little shove right there. Probably the right call. And for first-time head coach Mike Prefer, you would like to have had that one. But they will be going after number 30, Anthony Brown, much of the night. He has been thrown at now 20 times in the last 2 games, most in the National Football League, the most targets against any corner.
They go 4 wide here. Keep Rudolph in at tight end on a 1st and 20, and this is a short pass, and this time it is Patterson taking it to the 38. Let's take a look at the Minnesota starters.
Sam Bradford, Oklahoma.
Jared McKinnon, Georgia Southern.
Stephon Diggs, University of Maryland.
Adam Thielen, Minnesota State Mankato.
Kyle Rudolph, Notre Dame.
Rhett Ellison, SC.
TJ Clemmings, Pittsburgh.
Alex Boone, offensive line performance.
Nick Easton, Harvard University.
Brandon Fusco, Slippery Rock. Jeremiah Searles, Nebraska.
Easton taking the spot normally occupied by Joe Berger, who had played every snap this season until last week when he got hurt, and he's out tonight. And this is McKinnon up to the 40. Remember, Adrian Peterson had gotten hurt in week 2, torn meniscus on the men. He started to run again. There he is, AP on the sideline, and he hopes to get back before the end of the season. So here we are, week 13, and it'll be obviously a very good thing if he can get back into that lineup.
Well, but remember, their struggles running the football were even with Adrian Peterson. He averaged 1.6 yards per carry, so now they're up to about 3 yards per carry. It has not been good all season.
Yeah, right now they're last in the league in rushing. They're last in the league in total offense. They have a 3rd down and 12 here from the 40-yard line. 5-man rush, and dumps it off underneath to Rudolph, and he gets taken down by Jones there on the outside, and it will be 4th down.
Well, anytime Sean Lee blitzes and you don't make a big play, that's a loss for the offense right there. They're going to send Sean Lee, which is going to isolate here TJ Clemmings on the outside against DeMarcus Lawrence. Exactly what you want, and yet it is McKinnon stepping up and making that block, and TJ Clemmings got his, and they still didn't get much out of it.
Punter is Jeff Locke. Lucky Whitehead standing back at the Dallas 15-yard line. And Whitehead collects it at the 14. Little spin move, another spin move. Can he get free? Nope. A lot of action for 1 yard net on the return. With a little less than 7 to go inside Club Purple at US Bank Stadium.
When the rain is blowing in, I'm ready.
Did you look outside?
And the whole world is on your face.
Sure is coming down.
I could offer
She'll be there.
you to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, there is no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Experience the winter event happening now.
Monday and Tuesday, The Voice reaches the biggest turning point of the season.
Anyone could win this thing.
When the top 8 become the Final 4 live.
There's nobody like you!
The Voice live, Monday and Tuesday on NBC.
NFL Thursday Night Football being presented by Bud Light. Beer with your team on it. Capacity here about 66,000. We'll expand it a little bit. Maybe 4,000 or 5,000 extra seats will be put in for next year's Super Bowl. From the 15, this drive starts with Prescott, 4th-round draft choice out of Mississippi State. Crowd in full throat. Fake the draw. Prescott going deep down the right sideline and throws that into the Vikings bench. Harrison Smith put the pressure on. Let's take a look at the November NFL leaders, and you have the 2 rookies. The passer rating is sensational. 400 rushing yards for Ezekiel Elliott. So Elliott was the 1st-round pick. He was the 4th overall choice in the draft behind 2 quarterbacks and a defensive end. Dallas had a lot of ways to go in the draft, but it looks like they've hit the lottery with this kid. On 2nd and 10, Elliott swinging to the outside and running out of room, and he turns it back for a yard. The ball is out at the 21-yard line, and the Vikings have it. Elliott had fumbled a couple of times earlier in the season. Is blaming himself here. Garrett waiting for the replay. Obviously, every turnover gets reviewed here. You got Linval Joseph is in there.
Anthony Barr is the one that stripped the football out, and fumbling was an issue for Ezekiel Elliott early in the year. He had settled that, but Anthony Barr just ripped it out.
2 fumbles in September, one against the Browns. It looks like Elliott almost got the ball back. Oh, and there's Barr coming up with it along with Joseph. And they review it. If it stands, ball will be at the 14-yard line.
You know, these are the kinds of mistakes the Cowboys have not been making this season. Only 7 giveaways on the year with 2 rookies.
Previous play will go under review.
So it is under review. Elliott for the moment back to the bench. Verdict when we come back.
What time is it?
It's go time.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go! I feel like I went to bed an hour ago. I'll make the call. Coco.
Get a great offer on the car of your grown-up dreams at the Mercedes-Benz winter event.
It's the look on their faces that makes it all worthwhile.
But hurry, these offers end soon.
During Amazon Cyber Monday Deals Week, let the deals come to you. With thousands of deals every day, everyone will find something they love. Amazon's Cyber Monday Deals Week.
At Outback, Steak and Unlimited Shrimp is back. Just $15.99 for a limited time. Try unlimited garlic herb butter or crispy shrimp for just $15.99. And hurry in for a free $10 bonus card with every $50 gift card. At Outback.
It's in the heartbeat, it's in the real thing. You can't make it up. It's in your soul deep. It's in the stars, the stripes, this dirt on my feet. The will of my
Not everyone can be an all-pro like Jason Witten, but anyone could save money with Geico.
I played more than 200 consecutive games to earn this. You know how many games this kid played in to earn his? 0. His mom went to NFLshop.com to get it for him. 0. The best place to get authentic NFL gear? NFLshop.com.
Still under review. We're taking a look at this. The question is, was Elliott down with possession of the ball before it was extracted by Barr? So he fumbles clearly. You've got Joseph on top of him. There he is down on the ground. He has it. And then Barr will come in and he will pull it out. He'll yank it out. And then Barr will take possession. It was ruled a fumble, but we think this is going to get overturned.
Yeah, it's interesting. Once he's obviously down at this point, so if at any point he controls the ball, which I think you can argue right there, and you can still see the ball, and now you get Barr coming in there to dig it out. I think it's going to be going back to Dallas, and so do the players on the field.
Right, because the Dallas offense and the Viking defense have already come out, and that's a pretty good indication.
Yeah, there's some insider trading going on.
Yes, there is. Here comes Tony Correnti under the auspices of the Securities and Exchange Commission.
After reviewing the play, the ball on the ground was recovered by a Dallas player and then taken away by a Minnesota player. It will be Dallas's ball. 3rd down and 10 at the 15-yard line. The game clock operators start the game clock on my signal.
So they get it back, of course, to the consternation of this crowd. Things don't go Prefer's way or the Vikings way, and it makes it 3rd down and 10 at the 15-yard line. The Vikings have 7 guys up front. Send the blitz here, and then Elliott gets taken down to the line of scrimmage by Eric Kendricks. The middle linebacker, it'll be 4th down, and Dallas will punt for the 2nd time.
You'll see this a lot, this so-called double-A blitz, but now watch at the tail end of this thing. You're going to see Eric Kendricks, who made some spectacular plays on 3rd down in their last game, comes out and easily makes that one.
Jones to punt. Chris's first boot was 55 yards. Cordero Patterson, always a threat to break one. Back to receive the kick. It's a wobbly kick. It bounds at the 40 and then skids out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. 5:45 to go in the quarter. No score. 48-yard kick.
A storm is coming, and my son is walking right into it.
Rated M for mature.
Gears of War 4, now $20 off.
When the rain is blowing in. I'm ready.
Did you look outside?
And the whole world is on your face.
Sure is coming down.
I could offer you a warm embrace. to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, there is no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Experience the winter event happening now.
This holiday season,
Wow, you got it!
you'll never look at your pets the same way again.
Oh boy.
The Secret Life of Pets on digital now on Blu-ray Tuesday.
This week, players around the league are supporting the causes they care about with cleats, proudly displaying the charitable causes they champion, wearing them on their game day cleats. You can discover more of the personal tributes at NFL.com/mycause/mycleats. And some of those that are on display tonight, very, very creative.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, this is really a great idea to allow these guys to express some of their concerns on their cleats. I think that's a terrific idea.
From the 37-yard line now, Minnesota begins its second drive. Bradford out of the pocket, throws, and he completes that pass for a first down to Kyle Rudolph. His second grab of the night. Byron Jones, second-year man out of Connecticut, the #1 pick last year, makes the stop.
They're going to send one tight end there and one tight end there and run this bootleg across the way. And they had a little bit of success running the football. It's always hard to run those bootlegs unless you can come out and run it a bit. But so far, we're seeing the Minnesota Vikings early in this game come out and throw the ball around a little bit. They completed 2 passes beyond 20 yards to start it. One of them got called back, but opening up with this offense.
No dink and dunk, at least to this point tonight. Pass to the outside. Thielen, he breaks the tackle, and he'll pick up a first down. Got away from Sean Lee on the outside. Adam Thielen for a gain there of 16.
I don't know if anybody could have foreseen Thielen becoming quite the threat that he has so far this season, approaching 50 completions for him tonight. But maybe more impressive is that he's been a bit of a deep threat, and his ability to make a little run after the catch. He's done some good things. The other one that they've really incorporated a lot more is Cordero Patterson in this offense. It's been one of the changes really since we've seen once Norv retired, I guess.
Handoff goes to McKinnon. 32-yard line. Let's take a look at the Dallas defense.
Town Crawford, Catholic Central High School.
Malik Collins, Nebraska.
Terrell McClain, South Florida.
DeMarcus Lawrence, Boise State.
Damian Wilson, Minnesota.
Anthony Hitchens, Iowa.
Sean Lee, Penn State.
Brandon Carr, Grand Valley State.
Barry Church, Toledo. Byron Jones, UConn.
Anthony Brown, Purdue University.
And therein lies the question, in all probability, as to what the Cowboys will do down the stretch here. How good can that defense be? Second down and 7. And from the 28-yard line, the pass is caught, and then backing his way for maybe a first down is Stephon Diggs. Missed last week's game. Byron Jones makes the tackle. Very close to a first down. Appears to be a little bit short. Third down.
One of the things I love is when a team blitzes this way, throw it right back at them. Here comes the blitz off the slot. And Sam Bradford said, okay, fine, you're going to blitz over there. I'm going to throw it right behind the blitzer. And ended up with his third short.
3rd and 1. Cowboys blitz less than any team in the league apart from the Bears. And running into a stone wall, but then spinning away is Zach Line, but there is a flag. So Line was stopped. Then he gets a first down, but here's Corrente to tell us the rest of the story.
Holding, offense number 76, 10-yard penalty, and repeat 3rd down.
Left guard, former 49er Alex Boone.
Here we go. Alex Boone's right there. And it looks like Terrell McClain that he sort of had wrapped around the neck there. That takes back a heck of a run there by Zach Line. Zach Line, for a fullback, he had over 4,000 yards at SMU. And now more of the designated blocker.
Yeah, you take a look at SMU, the history of SMU. Eric Dickerson is #1 in rushing, and this guy's #2.
It's not bad. That's not a bad second.
Right. 3rd and 10. Play clock at 3. Cowboys put the pressure on again, and the pass is incomplete. Good coverage there. Rudolph covered by Sean Lee on the outside, so the Vikings can now attempt to take the lead on a field goal, and they've changed field goal kickers because it was getting painful. Kai Forbath comes in. Blair Walsh had been their kicker, and you all know about the playoff game last year at Seattle. Won 10-9, having his problems this year, so they go to the outside and bring in Forbath, who will try to give them the lead on a 48-yard attempt.
Been perfect so far.
His UCLA teammate Jeff Lott to hold it, and the kick by Forbath is good.
They celebrate field goals around here.
It's a big deal. Minnesota 3 and Dallas nothing.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays.
'Cause no matter how far away you roam, for the holidays happy home sweet
Papa John's scouting report on this season's best new prospect? Thick, cheesy, and golden brown. Papa John's new pan pizza. Try a 3-topping for $10 and a 2-liter Pepsi for $2.
Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Fantastic Beasts is the #1 movie in the world.
Let me take a look.
It's certified fresh.
It's insanely good.
Nothing less than magical.
Of course.
It's the movie event of the year.
Good show.
Fantastic Beasts, rated PG-13.
Tuesday, it's the fall finale of the show America's fallen in love with. And this is the Christmas
They're gonna fix him.
that will change this family.
Nothing bad ever happens on Christmas Eve.
This Is Us, fall finale, Tuesday on NBC.
Later tonight, Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Emma Stone, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Casey Musgraves. Guests, Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon later tonight right here on NBC. Beautiful shot, Mississippi River flowing through Minneapolis, Twin Cities, and a look into this stadium, U.S. Bank Stadium. The transparent roof. They play a day game here in September, October. It looks like you're outside. Here's Lance Dunbar to run it back, and Dunbar takes it to the 22, and we go to Heather Cox.
Well, you guys were talking about my cause, my cleats. The players I talked to love the kicks they're wearing tonight. Dak Prescott's cleats support the American Cancer Society with the letters MOM in honor of his mom, Peggy, who passed away after a fight with colon cancer. And Kyle Rudolph's cleats support the University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital, specifically a little boy named Anton, who passed away almost a year ago, Al.
Yeah, it's a great tribute. Good idea. First time that the league has done that. Sure it won't be the last. Ball at the 22. Third drive of the night for the Dallas Cowboys. Starts with an Elliott run. Patient runner. Powerful. Patience. Got everything. Up to the 26. And there is the man calling the defensive signals tonight, George Edwards.
Yeah, and he's no stranger to doing this. He's been a defensive coordinator with the Vikings, with the Bills, and with the Redskins. And it was so interesting talking with Mike Zimmer, saying that basically a spider web sort of formed over his eye and trying to describe that whole thing. And then it turned into that emergency procedure last night, and everything changed within 24 hours how they were going to operate this game.
Heather mentioned at the top they were going to have the surgery tomorrow morning, but they couldn't wait. And there's a big hole for Elliott. He'll pick up the first down. I know that the medical people told Mike Zimmer not to watch the game, so our understanding he's probably listening to it, checking it out maybe on Twitter or whatever. So again, our very best to Mike for full and speedy recovery.
One of the really good guys, and here's one of the really good centers in the game. Anytime you can see a guy make that reach block right there and turn the shoulders so that they get a nice running alley, you know you've got an outstanding player. That's a big-time play from Travis Frederick.
A little over a minute to go in the opening quarter on a first down here off play action, and the pass is caught, and that's going to be very close to a first down. Cole Beasley having a sensational year. He's been around for a while, 5th year, played his college ball right there in the Metroplex at SMU, and he's become the #1 target for the rookie Prescott.
And I think one of the things that has been such a difference for this Cowboys offense is just the mobility of Dak Prescott. When you have the #1 rusher in the NFL going one direction and a mobile quarterback going the other direction, it makes it very difficult to play defense. And Dak Prescott has been making teams pay on the edge all year.
Now Elliott to the outside, cuts it back upfield into Viking territory, inside the 20 and dragged down at the 14-yard line, but there's a flag down. Gavin Escobar, the tight end, threw a really good block, but everybody is coming back once they started. That would be a 42-yard gain but.
Holding, offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
That's the right tackle, Doug Free.
Boy, that hurts. You're on the back side of the play. They're going to pull both guards that way. And on the very back side, trying to cut off the linebacker, they end up getting a hold. I don't know, Al. I'm sure you saw that a lot better than I did, but.
Not really. That's that old story about you can call holding on every play.
Yeah, I think that little drag down, and then Eric Kendricks sold it by raising his arms and got the call.
Final half minute now is Alfred Morris, who's the backup to Elliott, former Redskin who had a tremendous rookie year in 2012 in Washington. And he's going to get the carry, and he gets tripped up and down at the 45-yard line, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Minnesota 3, Dallas nothing. Thursday Night Football from Minneapolis continues after these messages from your local station.
This Wednesday, it's the live event of the holiday season.
Oh my God, it's a dream of a lifetime.
Hairspray Live, this Wednesday on NBC.
After the game, we're following up with a Wave Country couple hoping for a Christmas miracle after falling victim to a scam. I'm Shannon Kogan.
And I'm Scott Reynolds. Tonight, the familiar face helping in a big way. Quiet and calm in Wave Country for now. I'll tell you when to expect some more rain after the game.
I trust the Wave 3 weather team and Kevin.
Pretty good bullseye for some snow.
Their timing, dead on.
Here it is, the breakdown.
I tell my guys, Kevin called it.
This holiday season, Bluegrass Cellular has gifts that'll put smiles on their faces at prices that'll put a smile on yours. Like the Samsung Galaxy S7 or S7 Edge, now $200 off with Freedom Expanded. Plus, either device comes with half off select Samsung accessories, like battery packs and charging pods, so you can stay powered up and connected to those who matter most, here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground was where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood, I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, Arby's, we have the meats.
Shannon Kogan, tonight on Wave 3 News.
La.
Oh, they're about to start. That prize, it's mine.
Good luck, everyone.
Sorry, I get carried away.
Ow!
Stay with me. Wow!
The lady in aisle 6, that was awesome.
Sam. Rated PG.
Great shot at downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight's aerial coverage provided by Geico. We start the second quarter. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Heather Cox. In that shot, the home of the Twins, Timberwolves, and Vikings. All in the downtown area. From the 50-yard line now. We start here with Elliott. Tremendous balance for the Dallas Cowboys in a league where the pass-run ratio is 60-40. 60% pass, 40% run. These guys are 50-50. They're the only team in the league that has run more than thrown this season. Scott Linehan, former head coach of the Rams when they were in St. Louis, calls the plays. It's 3rd down and 1. One little jet sweep here with Lucky Whitehead. And he fumbles as he gets to the 40-yard line, and the Vikings this time are going to wind up with the football for sure. Kendricks is there to recover it.
Their star, Everson Griffin's going to come around the edge here, and Whitehead just had no idea. Look at the punch out there to get the football out. So you're talking about one of those teams. They came into this game with 20 takeaways, and they are a dangerous team. It was one of the things the Cowboys were worried about. Their young football team against a defense that is really experienced and really talented taking the football away. And so far, Vikings doing a nice job of that.
Vikings 3rd best in the league at taking the ball away. That time they don't have to review it. That one will stand without question. And from the 34-yard line now, as they have their 9th fumble takeaway, they give the ball to McKinnon. He gets to the outside and takes it up to the 39-yard line.
Well, these two teams don't expect to see a lot of fireworks because of the way they play on the defensive side. This is the lowest completion percentage allowed on passes to receivers 20 or more yards down the field. The Vikings #1, the Cowboys #2. So neither one of these teams give up a lot of big plays. It's going to fit right in for Sam Bradford and for Dak Prescott. Both of them more than happy to take those checkdowns.
2nd down and 5. We get action again.
False start.
Karen.
Offense, number 67.
That's him.
5-yard penalty. Remains 2nd down.
Pat Shurmur, he was the head coach at Cleveland not that long ago. Then he was at Philadelphia. He was also in St. Louis with Bradford. So he was with Bradford in St. Louis, in Philadelphia last year. Comes here. He's the interim offensive coordinator right now because Norv Turner was here for 7 games. They were 5-2, and then shockingly, he resigned. So Shurmur took that spot. 2nd down and 10. And that's caught up at the 36-yard line. Charles Johnson. Man, Chris, you think about, Bradford and all this stuff that's gone on. He's going to be the starter in Philadelphia. Then he gets traded. He was shocked. His wife had to tell him that he was traded. Comes here, starts in the second game. They change offensive coordinators. The offensive line is a total mess.
Adrian Peterson's hurt. I mean, everything just went against him. And now his head coach isn't here at the ball game either. But I tell you, Sam Bradford has made adjustments. Now, he got the ball out quickly when he first got here, but it has been remarkable how quickly that ball is coming out now. He just had to adjust, and he did.
3rd and 4. And Bradford throws, and that'll be a 1st down completion to Diggs. Just one thing on Bradford, though. He actually got it in a text, the information, then his wife told him.
Yeah, and this tells the story just a little bit that the snaps under 2.5 seconds have gone up from 56% to 67%. Those over, and the dropbacks per sack now at 21. That's much better number. So not getting hit, not getting sacked nearly as much. Maybe the offense isn't quite as exciting. Maybe they don't throw it down the field as much, but at least their quarterback's not getting hit. Now we get a little wildcat.
We do. McKinnon lined up as the tailback, but before the snap, Officials come in. Holding because they wound up subbing here. So now you've got McKinnon still there, coming to the outside. He's going to throw and almost has it intercepted at the 35-yard line. Byron Jones was there, nearly had a pick, incomplete, second down.
Well, we were wondering what kind of a passer McKinnon may be, and I think if he had just lobbed this one over the top, they had a chance. Byron Jones, such a versatile guy on the back end there, just missed making a play, and McKinnon got away with ruining his quarterback completion percentage.
Yeah.
That one.
Well, he played a little bit of quarterback at Georgia Southern, so no stranger to throwing the ball. Peterson comes over to analyze it with him. Second down and 10. Inside handoff here to Patterson. And Cordero Patterson gets taken down by Barry Church, who's missed the last 4 games with a broken forearm. So he's playing with his arm in a brace. It'll be third down.
And you see now Cordero Patterson lining up in the backfield. They don't care how they get Cordero Patterson the football. They really don't. Here's a guy that has 5 kickoff returns for touchdowns in his career. And basically, it's been unbelievably creative. The different ways. 40% of the balls thrown to this guy is a quick screen. They just raise up and throw in the ball and then let him go beat the guy one-on-one.
Third and 10. Bradford throws a little too high. Coverage is tight and good. Intended for Adam Thielen. You got Orlando Scandrick covering on the play, and it's fourth down.
And more, that's the way teams have to play the Minnesota Vikings. They'll run a lot of quick throws, a lot of quick sort of crossing routes in there. They're just going to get the ball out of their hands, and they don't care if they punt the ball. They have a great defense. They're going to play to the defense. Mike Prefer is going to be perfectly fine sending his punter out there. Let's back up the Cowboys and see what happens.
Lock's second punt. His first was 43. Cowboys have Cole Beasley back to receive it. He calls for a fair catch and holds it in at the 16. That's where Dallas will begin its next drive. 10:41 left in the opening half. 3-0 Minnesota.
Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the pack, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand.
So peaceful up here.
Yeah.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere.
It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Take an extra 30% off prices already reduced 30 to 75%. Plus, take 30% off regular price brands and designers that almost never go on sale. Macy's Friends and Family Sale starts tomorrow.
At Chili's, we say forget the fruitcake. Give the gift of fajitas. This holiday season, when you give $50 in gift cards, you'll get a free $10 bonus card. Chili's, chillin' since '75.
I just see a black screen. What are you looking at? Crazy stuff, man. You gotta see this.
Hey, what is it? It's like some 3D virtual world. Can I see? Oh, yeah. Look at the moon.
This is an outstanding trade regarding the future of the Cowboys.
One owner said it's a great train robbery.
Herschel, I want to welcome you to the Minnesota Vikings. I'd like to see that thing going across that end zone about 10 times a game.
And that was the beginning of a Cowboy dynasty. Jerry Jones had bought the team. That was his first year as the owner of the team. That was a mid-season trade coming in October, and the beginning of some run for the Dallas Cowboys. It was also Troy Aikman's rookie year. Prescott throws to the outside, and that's caught by Elliott, who gets taken down immediately by Terrence Newman, the longtime Cowboy. Then he went to Cincinnati. And now comes with Zimmer to Minnesota at the age of 38. You go back to 03. He was drafted in the same draft class with Jason Witten of the Cowboys. And Tony Romo was undrafted, but they picked Tony up as a free agent in 03. And then he became the starter in 06. And there was Witten, of course, who's only missed one start in his illustrious career. 2nd down and 12. From the 14-yard line. Elliott, and he's going to get taken down, and Harrison Smith in the backfield.
Well, you're not going to stop Ezekiel Elliott unless you're willing to take some chances. Watch this, the safety coming out of the back end, Harrison Smith. And the reason the Minnesota Vikings are so willing to send those safeties after running backs in the run game is because they have so much confidence in Xavier Rhodes and Terrence Newman and Captain Munnerlyn, their cornerbacks on the outside. This is one of several 3rd and longs now the Vikings have forced already in this game.
3rd down, 13. Dallas averaging less than 4 yards per play. Low snap. Prescott protected well. Has some room to run on the outside here. Then turns it back upfield and gets to the 28-yard line. So he needed 13. Looked like he was looking for the boundary. Then saw some daylight to the inside. Winds up a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
This young man has the heart of a tiger. He's going to peel out. They had a little stunt going on the inside. Forced him out of the pocket. There was enough room, but it certainly didn't look like he was going to pick up that whole 1st down. But watch the 2nd half here, diving across the line to pick it up. They get a little nervous when he runs in Dallas, but so many big plays have come from it.
Rushed for 5 TDs this season, tying Don Meredith's long-standing team record for a quarterback. Elliott. Chris, just to finish up on that trade, you know, that trade was in the middle of the season in October the 12th, 1989. It was a Thursday. Just proving that anything can happen on a Thursday.
Mr. Promo.
Oh, there you go. Whatever. You know.
I would say advantage Cowboys in this trade.
Oh, man.
You know, people forget how good a player Herschel Walker was at the time of that trade. I mean, it was a lot of what? They did what? And when you look back now, historically, all those players just made that franchise and that great run.
And they went to 3 Super Bowls. In 92, 93, and under Barry Switzer in 95 after Jimmy Johnson had won the first 2. Elliott flings one to the outside, spin and move by Beasley to pick up the 1st down. Cole Beasley to the 42. You talk to the Viking coaches and they liken him, and they're right to like a Wes Welker type of player.
No doubt. And now let's talk about one of the stars on this offense right here, Tyron Smith. He's going up against the leading sacker for the Minnesota Vikings and Danielle Hunter, and just no problem at all. And there's the receiver you were talking about. They love using Beasley on those little option routes to the inside. So tough to cover one-on-one.
George Edwards, the defensive coordinator, said he's just like Welker was so many years in New England. Elliott now for a gain of 1 up to the 43. When Dak targets Beasley, and remember, you're talking about a team that has Dez Bryant on it and Jason Witten, but he goes to Beasley. That's 4 out of 5 he completes. Yards per pass, that's a good average. The rating is terrific. 5 TDs and no picks.
Yeah, and now we just begin to wonder how much longer before they're going to start to work with Dez Bryant out here against Xavier Rhodes. They have to like the matchup. Not so much here with safety help, but when it's one-on-one.
Prescott, good pocket field, deep throw, caught. Bryant, Dez Bryant gets up and takes the ball to the 1-yard line. Great call, Chris.
Just a matter of time, wasn't it? And this time working against a safety, you're going to see him come up, fake inside, and then take off. And for Harrison Smith, he just bit on the fake. They stand very flat-footed at safety. The Cowboys were surprised at how those safeties just sit down on occasion. So a double move on the safety and hit the big play.
Beautiful throw, beautiful catch. Reaching out for it, stumbling, getting up, picking up a few extra yards, setting up a 1st down and goal now at the 1-yard line.
Boy, he got the back end of that ball.
Timeout. Dallas.
Dallas calls a timeout. They had a fullback in there, Keith Smith, fronting Elliott. So timeout, Dallas knocking on the door.
P is for privileges. O is for ordinarily I wouldn't. L is for layers of luxury. A is for all the way back. R is for read my mind. And I can't see a thing. S, see you in the morning. Polaris from United.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere. Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere.
Sunday at 9, a look back at Eli and Big Ben's rivalry before they face off on Sunday. Plus, we go one-on-one with Lions QB Matthew Stafford.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
NFL Game Day morning, Sunday at 9, live on NFL Network.
NFL Thursday Night Football being presented by Bud Light, here with your team on it. So Dallas called a timeout. Now they come up again with a fullback, Keith Smith. Elliott, the tailback, from the 1-yard line. And Elliott right over right guard. Zeke in for the touchdown. That's his 12th rushing touchdown of the season and 13th overall.
Well, once again, you follow Travis Frederick and you find good things happening to you. Chad Greenway got a pretty open shot here to make this tackle, but as we have seen throughout the course of the season, so many times Ezekiel Elliott will basically take on the tackler. He'll be standing, and the tackler is looking up at him from the ground.
Dan Bailey, who's Mr. Automatic, for the extra point. Almost gave him a little kibosh there. Bangs another one through with 5.5 remaining to the half. Dallas takes the lead.
Oh, the fishes will laugh as they swim out of the path, and the seagulls, they'll be smiling, and the rocks on the sand.
So peaceful up here.
Yeah.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive, soon to be everywhere.
We get our chance to make history.
Let's go. Heil Hitler.
I told you they'd come for you eventually.
Allied. Rated R. Papa John's scouting report on this season's best new prospect? Thick, cheesy, and golden brown. Papa John's new pan pizza. Try a 3-topping for $10 and a 2-liter Pepsi for $2.
Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
Come on! Why doesn't Verizon offer unlimited data like T-Mobile?
Is it because their LTE network was built 6 years ago?
6 years ago? That's like 100 in phone years.
Their LTE network is older, slower, and they limit you. Switch to T-Mobile, the newer, faster, and unlimited network. We cover 99% of the Americans Verizon covers. Switch your family of 4 to T-Mobile, and we'll give you $800 to spend anywhere you want.
Yes, I would, but I'd like to get to know you.
Tonight, SNL host Emma Stone, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Casey Musgraves. The Tonight Show. We'd like to get to know you.
Sunday at 9, NFL Network. Look back at Eli and Big Ben when they matched up in their rookie seasons. Of course, they'll be meeting in the Giants-Steeler game this Sunday, NFL game day morning, Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern. State Capitol in St. Paul. Teddy Bridgewater, and we wish him the best in his recovery. A very serious and severe knee injury about a week and a half before the season started, just on the practice field. Underwent surgery, and we hope he's back in time for the start of next season. Kickoff fielded about 6 yards deep. Patterson, who's had 5 kickoff returns for touchdowns in his career, 4 from 100 or more, brings that one back out to the 30. And we can take a Thursday Night Football being brought to you by the new Volkswagen Golf All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. By Samsung Pay. Turn your phone into your wallet. By Chili's and by Macy's. December. 24 more shopping days. Thanks. Minneapolis as we start week 13 of the NFL season. At the 30-yard line, the Vikings start with Jerick McKinnon. Next to Bradford in the backfield. And give it to him. And nice little move there to the 36. We go to Heather.
Al had a chance to catch up with Mike Zimmer's son, Adam, who is also the linebackers coach. He said his dad is resting at home, listening to the game on the radio, all in an effort to keep his blood pressure down, which is critical to a successful recovery. He added that they won't know for 24 to 48 hours how successful the surgery will be.
Well, thank you, Heather, as Bradford rolls out. Throws, it's picked off at the 39-yard line, and that's Hitchens with a flag down. Dallas indicating against Minnesota that will not help Coach Zimmer's blood pressure right there if this one stands. That would be only the 4th pick of the season for Sam.
Illegal use of the hands, hands of the face, defense number 32. 10-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
And that negates that. Orlando Scandrick gets flagged.
Ouch, that hurts. Coming up from the edge here, Scandrick's going to be there, and hands to the face as he gets up underneath the helmet and gets the call. But what a play here that was by Anthony Hitchens. That ball was rocketed out there, and he caught it with no problem at all. So as much as it feels like this game is starting to turn towards the Dallas Cowboys, there just seems to be opportunity after opportunity now for the Vikings to do something.
Picks are few and far between for that Dallas defense. Only 4 all season. Now here's Correnti again.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 96. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
It's the rookie from Nebraska, Malik Collins, their 3rd-round choice.
Well, you're going to get the jump, and then Searles is going to give him a little glove pat on the head. Make sure he got the call. That looked like an ollie jab there.
Looks right over to the head linesman to make sure he saw it. Moves the ball to the 46. 1st and 5, and now you got action again. And that time it's Cedric Thornton who comes flying through.
Encroachment, defense number 92. This 5-yard penalty will create a first down.
Not often you see somebody run right past the quarterback. Sure, watch it. This is like the start of the 100 meters right here. And ordinarily you go, oh boy, he's going to hurt my quarterback. He just ran right past him.
3 straight penalties against Dallas, and now Bradford's going to air one out, and it's incomplete at the 10-yard line. Thielen running down the boundary, and he's chased by Anthony Brown, the rookie out of Purdue.
Nice read, just one-on-one, no safety help whatsoever. Watch a little hand fighting going on here, but that is much better for Anthony Brown, who made one of those sort of boneheaded plays on Thanksgiving last week when he didn't get deep enough and got beaten. But this is a talented young man. He is very athletic, very fast, and is learning the tricks of the trade. That was well done.
Sean Jackson took him to the shed last week. Ball to 49. 10 in. Takes it to the Dallas 45-yard line. Hitchens makes the tackle there, and that's going to make it 3rd down and about 6.
You know, it's so interesting to watch Rod Marinelli's defenses. They're not doing a lot of fancy stuff out there. They spend all week working on the fundamentals, on taking on blocks, on getting off blocks, on tackling, on intercepting, on doing all the football things. And he really believes in keeping it simple so his guys know what they're doing, play fast, and get after it. That's what they've done all season long.
Bradford. Line holds up, but that secondary does its work. Thus a simple check down to Matt Asiata that goes nowhere. Sean Lee tracking him all the way. Loss of 3. 4th and 9.
Sean Lee had no problem whatsoever with this one. You'll see him just sitting right here, and he's going to see the back coming out of the backfield, and he just has this measured all the way. He was just waiting for Bradford to cock his arm. I mean, on 3rd down and that long, the heck, you give him that one all day. And I think that's part of the frustration for the fans here sometimes is at least go for the 1st down, right?
For sure. Locke's punt is a very short kick, and it takes a good Dallas bounce. That's as good a bounce as you'll ever see coming back the other way, and rolls out at about the 32-yard line. Dallas a decent shape field position.
You were my first crush.
They had the perfect life.
I love you.
Until the unthinkable happened. Now he'll risk everything.
We're gonna have to see justice done
to get his revenge.
Bring your big snake.
From director Tom Ford, Rolling Stone raves. It's stunning. The year's most heart-stopping thriller.
Nobody gets away with what you did. Nobody.
Nocturnal Animals. Rated R. Everywhere December 9th.
Crossing the bridges.
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. Soon to be everywhere.
Hi, how can I help?
Introducing the new turbocharged Volkswagen All-Track with 4Motion all-wheel drive. Soon to be everywhere.
Where am I?
Follow the brick road to the Emerald City. The wizard is there.
Are you a good witch? Or a bad witch? Definitely not Kansas.
Real beauty on Thursday Night Football. Next week we'll be in Kansas City. The Oakland Raiders on top of the AFC West. Coming off their thrilling win over Carolina, Kansas City, their thrilling win over Denver. So it's the Raiders and the Chiefs, and that's Thursday Night Football from KC. A week from tonight. That was a 16-yard punt off the foot of Locke. So Dallas has the ball at the 32. 3:15 left in the half. They have 2 timeouts. Elliott showing patience. Turns nothing into an average sort of gain, around 4 yards or so. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ziggy Wilf bought the team a number of years ago, and of course they were playing over in the Metrodome, and the Twins moved out into their beautiful facility, Target Field, and it was a long time getting this thing worked out and done. Owner and chairman of the team, but he was able to get it done. 36-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Prescott, play fake, and that buys a lot of time for him. And now he just has to throw it away into the Viking bench. And Peterson made the catch there. He did. So Adrian gets a little bit of action he's thankful for. 3rd down.
We'd like him to get a whole lot of action on the outside. Jason Witten out here on the outside. star tight ends can't always be route runners. That's just a two-man route. They tried to go hard play action. They'd been running the ball well. At that time, the Vikings did a good job picking up that deep crossing route and give them another third down.
3rd and 6. 2.5 to go.
Keep your eye on Anthony Barr, number 55.
Prescott feeling the pressure, throws, and it's caught at the 40-yard line, and Elliott will come up short of the first down. And the Vikings have all 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back. Daniil Hunter put the heat on. It's going to be 4th down and 1 at the 41.
Well, you have to give this Vikings defense some credit here. They've given up one big play. They made one major mistake on the deep ball to Dez Bryant. Other than that, this has been a terrific half by them.
2-minute warning. They get the ball back.
Bow down to pray and try to make the worst seem better. Lord, show me the way to cut through all this worn out leather. I've got 100 million reasons to walk away, but baby, I just need one good one to stay.
What about this guy?
This guy's been through a lot.
Dogs bring out the good in us. Pedigree brings out the good in them. Feed the good.
Introducing the Reuben from Subway, a sandwich as full of intrigue as it is flavor. Some say it was invented by deli owner Arnold Reuben, others by Reuben Kolakowski during a poker game, and some insist it was Hollywood starlet Marjorie Rambeau in a fit of crazed hunger. Seriously, the Reuben's past may be debatable, but its great taste is not. Stacked with lean corned beef, Bavarian-style sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and Thousand Island dressing on new freshly baked rye bread. We don't know where it came from, but we know where you can get it. Only at Subway.
It's time to listen in. Sights and sounds that get you closer to the game. Brought to you by Bose, the official sound of the NFL.
Let's go, man. 7 days. Hey, tight huddle. We're going to pound the rock here. What's that? Celebrate! Celebrate! High five from everyone! Everyone get in on the high five party!
Bose gets you closer to the game. And Bose SoundTouch 10 gets you closer to your music.
All right, Questlove, this is it. The big reveal. This is what I'm doing January 8th.
Old Globs?
Supposed to say Golden Globes.
Watch Jimmy Fallon host the Old Globs January 8th on NBC.
So the schedule comes out in April, and you look at it, December 1st, you've got Dallas and Minnesota. Hey, that's going to be Teddy Bridgewater against Tony Romo. You're going to see Adrian Peterson. Not quite Ripley's Believe It or Not, but
yeah,
there we are.
Yeah, and even Kellen Moore was supposed to be after Tony Romo, and we're down to Dak Prescott on that side.
And then they got Mark Sanchez in a trade. Good kick. Patterson forced to make a fair catch at the 13-yard line. Coming up, Alexis, halftime. Mike, Tony, and Rodney are here, and they will take a look at the first half from their perspective. Rich Eisen, the NFL Network crew, and the impact of Gronkowski's back injury. So Rob Gronkowski's going to have to undergo surgery tomorrow. I think in Los Angeles is when the procedure will be done, and that might be it for him this season. We don't know. We'll find out the latest at halftime.
Yeah, usually Tom Brady and Bill Belichick figure something out, but that's a big loss there.
Huge.
Wish him well.
14-yard line. Minnesota all 3 timeouts. Start with a quick pass to the outside. And about a 6-7 yard gain for Stephon Diggs, tackled by Scandrick. Bradford now 11 of 15 for 96 yards.
Yeah, and Stephon Diggs is really the playmaker for this offense. Coming off a knee injury, still looks a little gimpy out there.
Bradford throws. It's going to be short of the first down. And it's inbounds too. It doesn't stop the clock. Rudolph makes the catch. Clock keeps on rolling.
And this is a pivotal play, because if they don't get this and have to kick it back, you're going to want all the time to run off that clock you can. So you kind of play this halfway. You let that clock run a little.
And Dallas has 2 timeouts. They stop him here. They'll take a timeout. Down to a minute now. Bradford throws, and that becomes a moot point as Diggs makes the catch at the 27, and now Minnesota can use its first timeout, and they do with 58 seconds left in the half.
Oh, that's lovely.
So graceful.
The corkscrew spin, flawless. His signature move, the Flying Dutchman. Poetry in motion.
And there it is, the baby bird.
Breathtaking.
A sumo wrestler figure skating? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Heather saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I'm Clay Matthews, and I'm good at football. And so is Verizon. Because now you can watch every live local game on your phone with NFL Mobile. Exclusively on Verizon. All without using your data. That's better than good. It's the best. And I'm the best. Watch live NFL games, NFL Red Zone, and more with NFL Mobile. All in HD. Only on America's Best Network.
Tony Sperano has had his hands full this year, moving guys in and out. The only guy who has started every game is Brandon Fusco, who's the right guard. So they have had, along the way, after last year when everybody started every game, 3 left tackles, 3 right tackles, 2 left guards, a pair of centers, and only Fusco on the right side has played in every game. 11 different guys that started up front.
Now you look at it, Matt Khalil, Jake Long, both former first-round draft picks. Andre Smith, the first-round draft pick. They're all gone. Mike Harris, who was their starting right guard in every game last year, gone. It's a who's who on this offensive line that really basically has been unavailable.
Bradford under pressure, gets contacted as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. So, and Sam is down. So Bradford shaken up. Their backup quarterback is Sean Hill, who was the starter in the opener. So Sam's still down, and they have to take a timeout.
They just can't get a block from TJ Clemmings, and this has been kind of the tough part all season long. And Bradford's going to get spun around, then take a shot right to the ribs there as he was throwing that one.
Well,
oh, it looked like Malik Collins that got him after Lawrence spun him around. And then there's Sean Hill.
He's been everywhere, more places than Johnny Cash. 15 years in the league. There's Lawrence, who comes in, and then you got Collins, who delivers the shot. Hill started opening day. They won the game at Tennessee, but they won it because of defense and special teams. Basically threw for 236 on the day. So 15 years. Goes back to 06. He played for North Turner. Turner was in San Francisco. Bradford sitting down on the bench, and so Hill has to come in here on a 2nd down and 10 at the 27-yard line. Goes right to work through the air. Hits Thielen. Takes it to the 32-yard line. You're right. They've got to play like halfway here. You got a new quarterback. You got the timeouts. You got one anyway. But you might be just happy to go in at 7-3 at this point. 3rd and 4. And then he'll get buried to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cowboys call timeout.
Malik Collins, the rookie, and Dallas will take a timeout. They're going to get the ball back after the punt.
Olive Garden, your favorite things come together at the holidays with our new flavor-filled pairings. Enjoy our freshly filled pastas bursting with indulgent flavors and perfectly paired with irresistible steak, shrimp, or chicken. Comfort and joy, love and laughter, happiness and cheer. Served with all the salad and breadsticks you want. Bring flavor-filled pairings and your family together this holiday at Olive Garden.
So the interim head coach here, the special teams coach, Mike Prefer. Dad was a long-time special teams coach, Chuck, in the NFL for a number of years. His team will now have to punt as Locke, whose last kick was 16 yards. It's another short one. And it takes another Dallas bounce, and that one is down to the 49-yard line. So Locke had a 16-yard net. That's a 25-yard net. Dallas is going to get the ball with 15 seconds and at least a chance to work their way into field goal range. And of course, we'll check on Sam Bradford.
He took a shot with a helmet right to the ribs. And for a quarterback, when you're trying to stretch it out, here he comes. Watch Collins come right into the rib cage right there. And of course, as you're making that throw, everything's extended and those ribs are exposed.
So Prescott trying to get them into Bailey field goal range, and instead he gets sacked at the 46. Daniil Hunter, who leads the team in sacks, he now has 8.5. And that's what they needed right now to make sure that Dallas didn't have a chance to tack on another tray. Halftime at 7-3. We'll check on Bradford. Stay tuned. Lexus halftime report, highlights and analysis. Plenty more ahead on Thursday Night Football, presented by Bud Light.
I am trying to figure out what to do with these cleats.
That'd be kind of cool to use the lime green and make those dots. Yeah.
And the dots representing the 100 million plus that are affected by mental illness.
Yeah.
We would like to put 375 somewhere on the cleat.
On the outside heel of both cleats, I think it'll look great.
Now it's on you, bro. A lot of people watching. All right.
Something you don't know about the girl that lives next door? Lunch at school is the only meal she can count on. And that makes knowing the square root of 124 less of a priority. Her parents' pride won't allow them to ask you for help, but they might ask Dare to Care.
Help us feed your neighbor. Go to donate.daretocare.org today.
You were the first to celebrate before the game.
We call this tailgating.
You were the first to dress comfortably on Friday.
Fred, you look so casual.
You were the first to take advantage of a cellular phone.
Still at the office, hard at work.
And now you can be one of the first to save with Riverlink all-electronic tolling. Sign up now to get the lowest rates when tolling starts on the new bridges. Order your money-saving transponder today.
Do you like to make things work? Make that work for you at Sullivan Tech. Make it warm up. Make it cool off. Even make it freeze with an HVAC-R degree. Or make it move with a degree in advanced manufacturing technology. Then make it fast, make it clean, and make it efficient. Make it personal, make it practical, and make it work with career services when you graduate. Visit sctd.edu and make it happen.
I'll tell you when you should grab your raincoat after the game.
Coming to NBC.
This is The Wall.
A new show that will keep you on the edge of your seat.
All right, drop it.
From top to bottom. Get the answers right.
Which of these is faster? Speed of light, speed of sound.
The Wall adds life-changing money.
$12 million.
But get the answers wrong, The Wall takes it away. The Wall. Coming soon to NBC. First, he was Mr. Universe. Then, he was the world's biggest movie star. He was governor of our biggest state and built a huge business empire.
My dream was always America.
Now,
I'm back.
this mega mogul is the boss of the new Celebrity Apprentice.
My job is to terminate you one by one. Hasta la vista, baby.
The new Celebrity Apprentice premieres Monday, January 2nd on NBC.
Welcome to the Lexus Halftime Report.
Halftime here in Minneapolis, 7-3 the Cowboys with the lead over the Vikings. The lone big play, the 56-yard shot from Dak Prescott to Dez Bryant. Dallas punched in from a yard out with Ezekiel Elliott, who only has 39 yards on 12 carries in the first half. Mike Tirico, Tony Dungy, and Rodney Harrison. Obviously, a significant moment late in the first half when Sam Bradford comes off after taking this shot in the rib area.
Yeah, very good pressure. One of the few times they actually got pressure on him. He gets hit. Sean Hill had to come in the game, and that's the benefit for these Vikings. Sean Hill is a veteran. He's been in this situation. He'll be able to execute the game plan if needed in the second half.
And Coach, we talked about in the pregame show, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, they have to remain aggressive down the field, and that starts with the quarterback. And they started off with Adam Thielen down the field, and I don't know, for whatever reason, Coach, they went away from this. But also on the defensive side of the ball, they got their safeties involved, making plays behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to need more of this in the second half if they expect to win.
Now, on the flip side of this, you're talking about when to be aggressive for Minnesota. Dak Prescott had a couple of spots. He picked them and gave Dallas their one scoring drive.
Yes, Dallas struggled in the first half offensively, but what I love about Dak Prescott, he does whatever his team needs. This was a 3rd and 13. The pass protection broke down, scrambles to his left. Instead of sliding, instead of running out of bounds, he puts his head down, gets a key first down, and sets this up, Rodney. A hook and go, taking advantage of Harrison Smith's aggressiveness.
Harris Smith, he has to play aggressive, but you have to still play smart, Mike.
Minnesota's defense good. They let up that one drive. Can their offense make up for it? 7-3 right now. The Vikings trail the Cowboys. They're giving out Hall of Fame rings to the Vikings Hall of Famers, so the crowd is excited about seeing some of their greats. When we come back here to Minnesota, Rich Eisen, the NFL Network crew, going to join us. They'll look ahead to Sunday and the impact of Rob Gronkowski's injury on the AFC playoff picture. We're back after this.
Hi, Santa.
Madison.
I've been really good this year, so I want an ISF Sport.
A what?
It's a Lexus.
With what options?
With red interior and 8-speed paddle shifters. Thanks. Bye.
You think you bought it?
If you're going to wish big at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get up to $2,500 customer cash on select 2016 and 2017 models for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
Hey guys, here's a look at what's coming up in the Tonight Show after the game.
Whisper Challenge.
All right, here we go. You pick that,
right.
and I'm not gonna look.
Okay. Hit me, baby, one more time.
What you're saying is inappropriate.
Okay. Hit me, baby,
Hit me, mama.
one more time.
Eat me, mama. One more time. Hit me, baby, one more time.
This world's filled with a mess of fools, so you better brace yourself.
Event of the holiday season. Hairspray Live, Wednesday on NBC.
The quarterback that launched a dynasty.
He would always be totally prepared. He would do anything that I asked to help the team win.
But keeping the stars aligned proved easier said than done. Troy Aikman of Football Life, tomorrow at 9 on NFL Network.
Welcome back to Minneapolis. The Dallas Cowboys up at halftime by the score of 7-3. The NFL Network crew sitting right here on the set. I'm Rich Eisen. That's Marshall Faulk, Steve Mariucci, and Michael Irvin on at the end. Rob Gronkowski may be out for the season. The New England Patriots sending out a press release about an hour ago saying they expect Rob Gronkowski to miss the rest of the 2016 season after a back procedure will be performed in Los Angeles, a surgical procedure that they will evaluate Gronk afterwards. Right now, the Patriots and the Raiders sit atop the AFC playoff picture at 9-2. Both of those teams looking for their 10th win this weekend. Marshall Faulk, how do you think the Gronkowski injury will affect the playoff picture when it's all said and done?
Devastating blow for the New England Patriots, but right now I believe it levels the playing field with the Oakland Raiders and Derek Carr, how dynamic this offense is, whether he's throwing the ball to Amari Cooper or Crabtree. And not to forget, you guys, this is the second best offensive line in the NFL next to these Dallas Cowboys, but I think that this guy here, he's just magic. He can win at the end. He wins early. He's a special quarterback.
Willis Reed, like stuff he did the other day, too, is incredible.
Yeah, and the Patriots like to play with two tight ends, okay? Martellus Bennett's fine, but they like to have Gronk with them, not so much anymore, okay? The other team besides the Raiders, Marshall, the Kansas City Chiefs, Andy Reid and their quarterback, Alex Smith, the veteran, they play against the Patriots very well. Last year in the playoffs, it was a one-possession game that the Chiefs lost by. Time before that, the Chiefs pounded them 41-14. So this, all of a sudden, got a little closer in the AFC.
And let me tell you something. Gronk is the toughest matchup in the NFL. Defensive coordinators lose sleep when they think about Gronk and how to stop Gronk. Now, the Patriots model of consistency from a football team. Gronk's out, it goes back to this guy right here being the #1 receiver, Julian Edelman. He leads the team right now with the most receptions, 64 receptions, 617 yards. Martellus Bennett must be a big part of it also.
And Dion Lewis is back healthy. He's been a matchup nightmare when he has been healthy in the past for the New England Patriots. We'll be discussing this all throughout NFL Game Day First and NFL Game Day Morning this coming Sunday, as we do every Sunday on NFL Network, leading up to the Sunday night football game. Cam versus Russell Wilson once again. The Carolina Panthers with their season on the line taking on the Seattle Seahawks. That's on Sunday Night Football. The Minnesota Vikings, who will be quarterback for them? Will it be Sam Bradford coming back from injury or Sean Hill getting the ball, as the Vikings get the ball first when we return for the second half on NBC.
Thank you for watching the Lexus Halftime Report.
Tonight, Seth welcomes Casey Affleck. Late Night with Seth Meyers. NBC Tonight.
Live right now.
We'll get you back to the game in just a minute, but first a quick look at what's making headlines across Wave Country.
A couple with deep New Albany ties found dead in the wake of those Tennessee wildfires. John and Janet Summers on that family vacation with their 3 sons near Gatlinburg. When they became trapped by the flames, they were missing for days. The coroner confirming their deaths tonight. Their 3 sons remain hospitalized.
A dark cloud over a holiday celebration in Bardstown tonight. A float in the city's holiday parade honoring the Ballard family. It's a family hit with tragedy. Crystal Rogers, a mother of 5, disappeared last year. She's presumed murdered. And then last month, her father, Tommy Ballard, was shot and killed in a hunting incident. We'll have much more on that after the game.
And an apparent concussion controversy causes IU to can its football coach despite a pair of successful seasons. That story coming up after Thursday Night Football.
At Thornton's, we believe busy folks like you should be able to get real food from a real kitchen, even when you're on the go. So now we have real kitchens with real cooks making real food right in our stores. Hand-rolled breakfast burritos, freshly made pizza sticks, soft, salty pretzels, a whole menu of delicious food that's good to go and great to eat. Stop in today and see just how good real can taste.
Real kitchen, real food, it's Thornton's.
Telecast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Week 13 of the NFL season continues Sunday on CBS and Fox. Check your local listings for the game in your area.
And the start of Week 13 beginning here in the upper Midwest in Minneapolis.
Get in your steps and wrap your team and sing it.
And he fumbles as he gets to the 40-yard line, and the Vikings are going to wind up with the football for sure. Good pockets, field, deep throw, caught. Des Bryant takes the ball to the 1-yard line. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch.
Well, he got the back end of that ball.
Zeke in for the touchdown. Dallas takes the lead. And on we go to the second half at U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Heather Cox on this Thursday night. Sam Bradford, and we'll check on his condition. 13 of 18, leaves the game in the final minute. We'll check on him in a second. Prescott, 7 of 10, only 89 yards. That one completion, that was the big play, the 56-yarder to Bryant. Fewest points in the first half over the season, but they still have the lead. And Elliott, 13th TD of the season, 12 of them on the ground. And the league's leading rusher has been held to 39 yards on 12 carries. So Bailey to kick off as we start the third quarter. And we'll see about the quarterback situation as it's fielded at the 4-yard line by Mac Asiata. And Asiata flag comes down at the end of the play as he takes it out to the 22. And there is Bradford. So good news for the Vikings. Sam in distress at the end of the half. Here's Tony Correnti.
Kick, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 51. Penalty assessed half the distance to the goal and a first down.
Edmund Robinson, and we go to Heather.
Al, as you mentioned, Sam Bradford did take a shot to the ribs with a helmet in the end of that second quarter. He did leave the game, but he did not get any medical attention. Mike Prefer told me coming out of the locker room he is fine. As you can see, he's out on the field and good to go. Good news for Vikings fans, Al.
It is, and there he is. So otherwise it would have been Sean Hill who would have been the man who finished the first half. So Bradford back to start the third quarter, but after the penalty, he begins from his own 8-yard line.
Yeah, and defined fine.
Right, you're right. Play action with protection. The line holds up this time, and I guess that's fine. Charles Johnson flagged down, however. Johnson makes his first catch of the night. And the Vikings moving upfield as if the penalty is going to be called against Dallas. Let's see. Jason Garrett coaching his 100th regular season game.
Defense number 59. This penalty has been declined. The result of the play is a first down.
It's on Anthony Hitchens, and it takes them all the way out to the 33. 25-yard gain.
Well, basically, you're just going to go all the way across the field for Charles Johnson, and a huge play to get him out of the hole early on, and for Sam Bradford just proving he could still throw it.
From the 33 again, that play fake. And a very dangerous pass caught out in the flat by McKinnon, and he's shadowed by Lee, who takes him down immediately.
That was very close to a lateral there, and for Mike Prefer, sure relieved to see his quarterback back out there. But we have seen so many times that Sean Lee is the guy that you have to account for in the passing game and the running game. The #1 goal of the Minnesota Vikings in their run game was somebody please get a hat on Sean Lee. It's not easy to do. They protect him.
Loss of 4. They'll run it. McKinnon, nice slip move there. Out to the 38-yard line. 3rd down and 5.
Well, for Sam Bradford, he came into this game with an average depth of target of 6.4 yards. Now, Alex Smith is kind of known as one of those guys that's going to throw it underneath. His is 7.4 yards, so a full yard less. But really no choice because of the blocking issues from TJ Clemmings in that first half. Catch it, throw it, that's really their only option.
They ran it there on a 2nd and long and got 9 yards out of McKinnon.
We've seen some blitzes in this situation just so they assure themselves of that one-on-one.
And here they come. They blitz. Bradford steps away, and Sam's got the first down and slides to a stop at the 50. So Marinelli dialed up one of the rare blitzes for the Cowboys, and Bradford makes him pay for it to gain a 10.
Here comes the blitz right here, and for Sam Bradford, you know those ribs are still hurting him. He's probably thinking, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, let me get down. And there he is, making the play. You have to admire his courage coming out here in the second half and taking off and running. They need something to jumpstart this offense, and so far, so good.
10 yards, that's Bradford's longest rush of the season. First down. Now they give it to Patterson and a sweep around the right side. But he'll be taken out of bounds by Byron Jones after a pickup of 6 yards. Second down and 4 for Minnesota.
Yeah, the one thing I don't think the Vikings do enough of is play action off of that action right there to Cordero Patterson. Once you see him come across in that jet sweep sort of action, everybody moves on the defensive side of the ball. Everybody's paying attention. And if you were to play fake that and drop back and throw, I think you would have plenty of open area out in front of you.
Yeah. Had a good rookie year and then kind of was lost in the shuffle last year and trying to work his way back to some sort of prominence is Patterson. Bradford now throws, and that is caught. And forward progress might net the first down. Johnson is there. They'll spot it at the 41, and that will be enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, speaking of somebody trying to work their way back into prominence, Charles Johnson is a guy that was huge in 2014 and really has not been much of a factor since. Has really kind of gotten a little bit of an opportunity now because of the injury to Stephon Diggs. The other guy we haven't heard much from yet is Laquan Treadwell, their #1 pick, only 1 catch on the season coming in.
And you're talking about Johnson. He hasn't scored since 2014. This drive began back at the 8. Bradford has him to the Dallas 41. And that may have been tipped as it left his hand, and it will be second down and 10.
That time Cedric Thornton, I think, got his hand on the football. They're going to go. You'll just see him get his hand up.
Yep.
Bingo. Got it.
We joined us late. Mike Prefer. You saw Mike on the sideline. He's the interim head coach. Mike Zimmer had emergency eye surgery, detached retina yesterday. And so Prefer, who's the special teams coach, they had a plan in place. Rick Spielman, the general manager, said it was easier to make him the head man and as Bradford drops it and then picks it up, and still have Shermer call the plays, Edwards do the defense, and Prefer on the game.
Well, remember, you've got the backup center in the game, and Nick Easton, Joe Berger, as if we had to tell you there were offensive linemen hurt. And so that one just gets away from those two. But those are the kinds of things. It's all well and good. See if we can see what happened. Just hit him right in the hands. But this offense can't have plays like that, right, Al? It can't have plays like that. They can't make up for them. Probably at best right here, you're going to get a little crossing route, about 4 or 5 yards. They hope somebody breaks a tackle, then they walk out and punt the football. That's typically what happens.
When you're last in the league, you don't want to go 3rd and 16, but they do here, and he's going to go for it all, and it's incomplete, and the coverage is great. And you talked about Treadwell. There he is, making a rare appearance. First time he's been targeted tonight, and he's covered on the play by Brandon Carr. Blanketed, 4th down.
Yeah, it's sort of interesting that the Cowboys were willing to come up with just one-on-one coverage on the outside. They play that little lurk coverage, probably anticipating those crossing routes. And it's really a great read by Bradford to get the one-on-one. But Laquan Treadwell is not the fastest guy in the world. He's not really who you'd prefer to throw it deep to.
Now Locke, who's had a pretty bad night with 2 very short punts. This one will back him up inside the 10. So the Vikings work themselves out of a hole, and Dallas starts from deep in its own territory.
On December 9th.
Hold the door, please.
Sorry. This is The Office.
Did someone eat
my yogurt? There's a lot of bad energy.
This is the office Christmas party.
Friday baby making all night.
Office.
Can we put Dancer and Prancer back in their stable?
Office Christmas party. Office.
Do you party? I used to.
Office Christmas party.
So close.
Directed by Will Speck and Josh Gordon. Rated R.
When I was a little kid, I made a deal with myself that I would never grow up.
We met when we were very young. I was 17, he was 18.
We made the movie, The Book of Life. We started doing animation with a Surface Book. You can do all this stuff. You can actually draw on the screen.
So crisp. I love it.
It's almost like this super powerful computer and a tablet had the perfect baby. It's a typewriter for writing scripts. It's a sketchbook for sketches. It's a canvas for painting. You can't do that on a Mac.
NFL Thursday Night Football brought to you by Microsoft Surface, the official tablet of the NFL. By Lexus, wishing you happy holidays. By Amazon Prime, get free 2-day shipping on millions of items. And by Samsung Pay, turn your phone into your wallet. Congratulations to those guys. Minnesota North won their first state championship in football. First Minneapolis public school won a state title since 1977. Right here, they defeated Rushford Peterson over the weekend, 30-14. Way to go. Dallas now. First play of the second half of the Cowboys is a 7-yard Elliott run. 2nd and 3.
Well, Dak Prescott, we've seen all the great things he's been able to do this season, but this was the play of the game so far. A little in and up cut there by Dez Bryant, beautifully thrown. Watch his feet. You never see him out of balance. He will stay with basically his feet in that position and sort of hop around. Bobby Knight would like how he would play defense. So sort of staying in one position, not crossing over, not doing a lot of things to get off balance and make throws.
Call it 2nd and 4 from the 15. And his 11th attempt of the night is a leaping grab up at the 29-yard line by Dez Bryant.
I just don't know how you stop this above the rim kind of route here, because when Dez gets a ball above his head, almost nobody can knock it out of his hands. He's just so big and so strong. You see him in pregame warm-up practicing this all the time. And Dak has learned, just put it up in the air and give him a chance.
3 catches for Bryant tonight, 2 for Beasley, 3 for Elliott. Those are the only 3 receivers. To the 35. So Bryant missed a couple of games. We saw him get hurt week 3 against Chicago. First 5 games, pretty slow start for those guys, but last 3 games since Dez got back and got healthy, they really picked it up.
Late flag on that play.
5 penalties have been assessed against each team tonight.
Personal foul, clipping, offense number 89. Penalty assessed half the distance to the goal. First down.
And that's Gavin Escobar, the other tight end, which backs up and plays in the 2 tight end set with Jason Witten.
Well, you can see him trying to run down here, and then just as Robinson starts to get away from him, he falls on the back of his legs. And that is the penalty, but that is the opportunity now that the Vikings have to have. They just have to find a way to get the ball back, force them to punt from backed up, and maybe your offense can get something going here tonight.
So now it's first down and 24. Penalty assessed from the spot. Prescott empties the backfield. They stack a couple of receivers off to the left. Play clock at 1. And then he fires, and a little mistiming, miscommunication. Beasley, Linval Joseph put the heat on that time, forcing the quick throw, 2nd down.
Well, what Dak Prescott is watching is right here. And he's trying to go hard count, and so they show it. Okay, now they show it. Prescott comes over, gives a signal one way, tells them the other way. They switch who's going to blitz inside. You saw Kendricks point over and say, Anthony Barr, you end up going, and then they get another free runner. So that double-A blitz look, a lot of multiple kind of things you can do defensively. And right now we're seeing George Edwards dialing it up just a bit.
Second down and 24, trying to force a punt from deep in Dallas territory. Terrence Williams, and he makes his first catch of the night, and he'd been better served dropping it. Xavier Rhodes comes in to make the tackle. It's a loss of 5, and it's 3rd and 29.
This Xavier Rhodes has just had a tremendous year this year. A 35 quarterback rating against him is #1 in the National Football League. Now, admittedly, he's gotten away with a few plays during the course of the season, but sometimes that happens to great players too.
8 minutes left in the third and a 4-point game. 3rd and 29. Crowd roaring, only a 3-man rush, set up a screen here, and this is Elliott, and Elliott gives him a lot of breathing room, well short of the first down, but at least he gets it out to the 25 to set up the Jones punt.
Yeah, but that penalty was really big, and right now defensively the Vikings are doing everything they can against a tremendous offense, keeping this team in the game. But eventually something has to happen, and that something might be sitting back there, number 84. Maybe a special teams play, maybe some kind of a return. This team has had a lot of returns for touchdowns this year. They need something.
Some major break, an explosive break. Patterson is going to wave off, taking the punt. Instead it bounced to a stop 34-yard line where the Vikings next go to work.
He makes the E a little twistier.
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
Nothing.
Dear Santa, I want a Lexus RX F Sport and a puppy.
If you're going to wish big at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get up to $2,500 customer cash on select 2016 and 2017 models for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
For me?
Oh my. What is it?
It's Samsung Gear VR.
You put it in there. Push the play button.
Oh.
What do you see?
Wow. This is great.
What I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Oh. You gotta try this.
Manchester City must rise to meet Chelsea's dominating climb towards the top of the table. Manchester City, Chelsea, Saturday on NBCSN.
Thursday Night Football being presented by Bud Light, beer with your team on it. Next Thursday, we will head down to Kansas City, Missouri, Arrowhead Stadium. Always a terrific venue. The Raiders and the Chiefs, phenomenal rivalry, a couple of original AFL teams, and it really will mean something major. Both teams having great seasons, and that's the game next Thursday night. As the play here, Jerick McKinnon. You know, the Dallas Cowboys, born in 1960. Tom Landry was their coach for 29 years. Jerry Jones bought the team. Jimmy Johnson came in. They've had 8 coaches. Jason Garrett now is second in terms of longevity to the great Tom Landry.
Yeah, and I think you have to give Jerry Jones some credit knowing what he had. He stuck with him, even though there were a couple of ups and downs along the way. And for Jason Garrett, he has really proved the kind of leadership he's capable of with this football team.
Took over in the middle of the 2010 season as Bradford off play action throws to the outside. That should be a first down to Stephon Diggs. So with Garrett, Wade Phillips was the coach. Wade got off to a good start after he came in when Bill Parcells retired. And then in the middle of the 2010 season, they had a disaster on Sunday night in Green Bay, and in came Garrett as the interim coach. Then he took over in 11 full time. He had been on Garrett's staff, and he had a chance to coach Baltimore. He could have coached the Ravens before John Harbaugh got the job, but he passed it up.
Watch this wild card.
McKinnon on the wild card, the wildcat here, and he will hand the ball off to Asiata. So little razzle dazzle amounts to a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that was interesting because Sam Bradford a week ago when they went to the wildcat, not the wild card. Sorry about that. I walked you down the path there, didn't I?
I'm Pavlov's dog right here. Don't worry about it.
Sam Bradford was all the way on the boundary and still got attacked by the defense. That time he was lined up almost in a slot to make you think maybe they're setting up a little something here. They might do one of those plays where they toss it back to him, something like that.
I can only pray it works because they need an explosive play, something they just don't get. 2nd and 7. 4-man rush. Bradford throws, caught. Rudolph out to the 46 of the Cowboys, setting up a 3rd and 1 with 5 minutes left in the 3rd.
Yeah, and I think this is one of those moments in the game. It's 3rd down and 1, but even if I did not pick it up here, I would think of this as 4-down territory. At some point, your offense has to put something together. You have great field position here. Your defense did a job. At some point, you know Dallas's offense is going to get going as well. This is really sort of that moment for the Vikings.
Yeah. With 19 and a half minutes left in the game. 3rd and 1. They'll go play action. This time the protection is excellent. The pass is caught, and that's a 1st down. Kyle Rudolph to the 36-yard line.
Boy, I like what Pat Shurmur is doing now on some of these 3rd down and shorts. He is going hard play action. Bring your big fullback in the game or big running back in the game, and then just play fake off of it. He looked down the field. They were going to try and take a shot. It wasn't there. Just check it down for an easy 1st down to Kyle Rudolph. Nicely done by Pat Shurmur.
From the 38-yard line now. Thielen in motion. And through the middle. Asiata breaks one off to the 23-yard line. Tackled by Jack Crawford. Another 1st down.
All right, TJ Clemmings had a rough night so far in pass protection, but this guy can run block. Watch the wash down here on this block. Just take him completely out and blow open a hole there. So Clemmings, a guy, despite the stunt there, fully capable of making big plays in the run game. And now they have some of those big backs in there to try and take advantage.
Going no huddle here, but slow. Brought some subs in. 24 now. Bradford down the sideline, and it's incomplete. Charles Johnson, the intended receiver, going to work again on the rookie Brown out of Purdue, the 6th round pick.
Well, one of the problems these Vikings receivers are having is Anthony Brown is forcing them into the boundary. So there is very small area there, and he comes back, never really looks back at the quarterback, and somehow almost guesses. Once those hands went up, he just threw his hands into there and made the play. He's had a nice night here so far.
If they like him, I mean, he's a guy who's seen a lot of action. Baptism by fire against Washington last week, but doing a good job here tonight. Dial up a blitz, pass over the middle, and at the 20-yard line, that's Thielen making the catch there, and Brown with the tackle. So now you've got a 3rd down, and let's call it 4. 3rd and 4.
And for the Cowboys now, they are rushing 5 a lot because what they want to do, Al, is they want Clemmings to be forced into one-on-one blocks on the outside. But so far, Bradford doing an even better job just getting it out of there before any pressure can get to him.
As we mentioned, Cowboys blitz very infrequently. 2nd fewest percentage of blitzes in the league. About 1 out of every 6 dropbacks. Will they come again? No, this time only a 3-man rush. And Bradford throws under pressure, and it's incomplete in the end zone. Kyle Rudolph almost pulled it in. Got bracketed there. Byron Jones with the cover. 4th down.
Well, let's give Bradford some credit. He put it the one spot that they had a chance to make a play. Byron Jones perfectly played there. There really was just nowhere to get that ball in. See, didn't get a hand on it, and Rudolph just couldn't pull it in.
So now they try to turn it into a 1-point game. Kai Forbath, 5th year in the league, former Washington Redskin. This will be a 36-yard field goal attempt. Lock to put it down. And the kick is good with 2:10 remaining now in the third quarter. Just through the hands of Rudolph. So the Cowboys in quest of their 11th straight win, up 7-6.
I'm like a sponge for this stuff. I can learn it, get it, sell it. I can do this job in my sleep better than some people can do awake. I just want to make sure this brain stays in hyperdrive.
Hey, we hear you. That's why AARP created Staying Sharp. It's more than brain games. It's a personalized 360 approach to brain health with assessments and tools that can help you keep your brain sharp. If you don't think this is right for me when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
This is Jason Bourne.
Jason Bourne, the perfect gift, this Tuesday.
Well, if you haven't heard, Tiger Woods has returned, joined by some of the best players in the game. Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson, defending champ Bubba Watson. Hero World Challenge tomorrow on the Golf Channel, Saturday on NBC from the Bahamas. Tiger back to action today, shot a 1/73 in the first round. 7-6 game here. And Lucky Whitehead down to the end zone. Cowboys will take it at the 25. Some of the Viking Hall of Famers in attendance tonight at US Bank Stadium.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. Yes! With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. And just for the holidays, get the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge for only $15 per month. No trade-in required.
I love you in that. No, I love you in that. No, I love you in that.
Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network only on Verizon.
It's Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Take an extra 30% off prices already reduced 30 to 75%. Plus, take 30% off regular price brands and designers that almost never go on sale. Macy's Friends and Family Sale starts tomorrow.
Papa John's scouting report on this season's best new prospect? Thick, cheesy, and golden brown. Papa John's new pan pizza. Try a 3-topping for $10 and a 2-liter Pepsi for $2.
Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
At Lexus, what we learn on the track doesn't stay on the track. It just finds more street-legal form. Experience the power and precision of the Lexus F-Sport Performance line. See your Lexus dealer.
Tonight, Fallon has SNL host Emma Stone in a singing whisper challenge.
Born.
Plus Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Casey Musgraves, and hashtags. New Fallon.
This Is Us. That's the name of the show. The hit show of the season this Tuesday. This Is Us. The fall finale gives everyone a Christmas surprise. Catch it Tuesday right here on NBC. So a 1-point game. Dallas has it at its own 25-yard line. 2:10 to go in the third. And Prescott buying time off the fake, buys more time, and he will run and pick up about 8 yards before he is forced out of bounds. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, so you put a fullback in the game, Keith Smith, on 1st down. Everybody in the house is looking run, and then here comes Prescott out the backside of that. So that combination, Tony Romo always had mobility, but that combination of those bootlegs and the read option and the occasional run